Georgia's offense exploded against the Oregon Ducks on Saturday. Told you so. Anyway, so I want to dive into why is their offense so much better than it was last year? And yeah, it was one game. We only have one sample. But I think that we're going to get what we saw a lot this year. Maybe they don't destroy everyone like that, but I think they're going to outscore a lot of their opponents. They didn't even have to outscore Oregon. Oregon couldn't score. But I think they're going to pile up the points this year. I think they're going to average around 45 a game. I think it's going to be a top 3 scoring offense among college teams that matter and are playoff contenders, at least in the Power 5. And they're just good, guys. This offense is the real deal for Georgia. I really think so. I don't think Saturday was that fluky. All right? I think Stetson's gotten better. I think he's got plenty of weapons around him. People, we'll get into it. Make sure you're checking out DAWGSTRUCTION Insider book of the 2021 National Championship. Starting to look like a 2022 National Championship. It's not as crazy as we thought once before because it looks like it's Georgia, Bama, and the field. To me, Georgia, Bama, Gap, Ohio State, Gap, Michigan, Gap, everyone else. That's what it looks like to me. But I need to see more football before I can make that decision. Ryan Keller from Dog Post talking about the Georgia Bulldogs offense. How good are they really? I think they're really, really good. And I've been preaching all offseason. This offense is going to be way better than last year's. And last year's was really good. Now, I wasn't exactly sure how they were going to do it, and that's because there's a variety of ways I think this offense can beat you. Dynamic is a way I've been describing it. The depth of the different types of weapons they have is really insane to me. I mean, Kenny McIntosh, Kendall Milton, how different are they? A.D. Mitchell, Lab McConkey, the 4 tight end. All the weapons are different and do different things, and that's part of what makes them so dangerous is they have different choices to beat you. And they have this guy throwing the ball at a high efficient rate. I mean, 25 for 31. He had 6 incompletions. The first half, he was 18 for 21. Stetson Bennett is a huge reason as to why this offense is ticking. Todd Monken's one of the best offensive coordinators in college football in a while. He's one of the best ones we've seen in a while. 2020, he was dealt a bad hand, and they still did well. I mean, they won the Peach Bowl. 2021 has to deal with 2 different quarterbacks and adjust the offense accordingly this year. He's got Stetson Bennett, the guy that a lot of people didn't believe in. Throwing for 360-something yards. Rushing for a touchdown. Throwing for 2. Doing it efficiently. Not making those bonehead errors we saw before. Hats off to Stetson Bennett. Heisman Trophy contender after week 1. I don't think that's going to go away. He's got to put up numbers like he did, though. But that's kind of beside the point. And then you go to the weapons. Why are they better is the real question here. I've spiraled off a little bit. Why are they better? Dang, I wanted it to stay there. But why are they better? You'd lose George Pickens and Jermaine Burton. A couple offensive linemen go away. Stetson Bennett's still a 3-star. Why are they better? Year 3, here's the answer. Year 3 of Monken, the depth of their weapons, they are bought in. Their weapons are all... Lab McConkey and A.D. Mitchell are going to be NFL receivers next year or the year after that. Okay? Both of them are that good. Darnell Washington, Brock Bowers. Why are they so good? Because now all these guys have some experience, and Stetson Bennett has a year under his... an offseason under his belt where he's the guy, where he's the number 1. And Todd Monken's been able to work with that. And Todd Monken is in year 3 now. Go look at Todd Monken's track record. He turns offenses around, and he's turned the Georgia Bulldogs around. Imagine if we saw what we saw 10 years ago. It would be amazing. All right, they were handing the ball off to Todd Gurley. They were pounding it. Georgia football has changed. Todd Monken's a big reason why. And Stetson Bennett is driving the Lamborghini that they have right now. This Georgia offense is a Lamborghini, and Stetson Bennett is driving it with precision at the moment. All right, and Todd Monken's the car dealer, and Kirby Smart owns the dealership. It's however you want. I really hope that analogy wasn't awful, but that was kind of what I did there. And Kenny McIntosh, 117 yards. they can dominate you in a lot of different ways. The tight ends, Brock Bowers, Darnell Washington, 4 total catches for around 70 yards. That's not going to be the case every game. In future games, they're going to dominate. Or Oscar Dub's going to dominate. Or Eric Gilbert's going to dominate. They don't have a shortage of weapons. That's why they're going to be one of the 3 or 5 best offenses in college football. They might be one. I thought they looked better than Alabama on Saturday. I need to see them play more, but I thought Georgia as a team looked better than Alabama. I thought Georgia looked like the best team in college football on Saturday. That's what they looked like against Oregon. And their offense is a huge reason why. It is a machine that is ticking, and they scored really fast, guys. Now, I'm not talking about scored fast in 2 or 3 drives, but the way they picked up the pace. These drives weren't lasting more than 3 to 5 minutes, guys. Georgia's offense is lethal. Lethal. Make sure you're checking out DAWGSTRUCTION. Make sure you're looking at that. Going to the site, dawgpost.com. All of our social media. We'll see you there at DAWGPOST.